John. Welcome to I'm a Teacher, Get Me Out of Here 2019. A very special fundraiser taking place tonight here in a haunted house in Aberdeen. Now that haunted house is the former home of a very famous Aberdonian, Sir George Reid, who is said to haunt the house. Now, what is I'm a Teacher, Get Me Out of Here? 8 teachers from across Aberdeen locked up in our haunted rooms. Now have a look here, right? So I say it's the ex-stately home of Sir George Reid. It is now the Gordon Highlanders Museum, and you can see here the different rooms that we have. Now what we're doing is we are locking these teachers up in these rooms in the dark. You can see, well, this bit's well lit, but let me tell you, not every room is. Fairly dark. Fairly spooky as well. We have a paranormal team. Now on our Facebook page and our Twitter and all sorts, you can get links and you can see how to support and donate. Basically how this works is the 8 teachers, the one with the most votes will essentially stay in with the ghosts all night and be terrified. So if that's your teacher, then you want to get voting. The teachers we have tonight, very quickly, Mr. Wallace from Bridgetton Academy, Miss Geeky from Bridgetton Academy, Miss Callan from Dice Academy, Mrs. McNeil from Lochside Academy, Mr. Kerry from Northfield Academy, Miss Elliott from Northfield Academy, and Miss Cleary from Northfield Academy. This is Sir George Reid here. I don't know if you can see that too well on the stream, and I don't know if you see any resemblance there. So welcome to my house. Not bad looking, am I, for somebody who passed away over 200 years ago. Listen, we have just made our first eviction. Our first teacher is going home, and you can see him right behind me. This is Mr. Wallace from Bridgetton Academy. Mr. Wallace, hello, you are the first teacher, right? Thank you so much for taking part, first of all. Hey, you don't look too disappointed, you look happy. Well, is that because you were scared or?
No, well, I'm generally positive outlook and things. A bit disappointed to be leaving first because I'm quite competitive and I would have liked to to win it, but I don't mind too much because that means I don't have to spend all night in the haunted museum.
I was going to say, so do you remember what you said when you applied? Were you a ghost person? Did you believe? Were you sceptical? Were you interested?
Not really, just interested, keen for trying out different things, raising money for a great charity obviously, and just interested to come along and see if there was any.
So you were the first time, but you were still in the haunted house essentially. Sir George Reid is said to haunt this place. This is, I don't know, is it a dining room or something? Must have a bit of money, this guy. Did you come across him? Did you see anything?
Personally, no. Some of the other people in the other groups and things like that heard things and saw things, but really, unfortunately, I didn't see anything tonight.
All right, listen, Mr. Reid, thank you so much for taking part.
Sir George, come and walk up to us. Come on, we'd like to.
Listen, we're about to find out our second teacher who's going to be leaving the process tonight in I'm a Teacher 2019. So we're at the Gordon Highlanders Museum. It's the stately home of Sir George Reid, who is said to haunt this place. And this is the Lacken room, if I'm saying it right. And in here, I think we should have our teachers who... Hang on a minute. They're having the creepiest dinner party ever. The lights aren't even on. This is straight up the creepiest thing I've seen in a while. Okay, how are you finding it in here? This is like a stately dining room.
We've all been feeling it's quite intimidating because we're all females and apparently it's like an officer's kind of dining table. So
there's a bit of a vibe.
There's a very strange vibe.
Yeah. Okay, right. So we're about to find out who's going to be leaving. And when I say your name, if you'd like to follow me, and we'll chat to you outside, and we'll figure out whether that's a good thing or a bad thing that you're leaving this stately room. We are looking for Mrs. Geeky.
I'm going to stick around.
Yes, and no knocking on doors.
Well, Mrs. Geeky, we're just going to have a quick chat with you. You've just left the process. How was it in there? That was seriously creepy.
That was really scary.
We spoke to you earlier at the break, and you were actually pretty cool. You were like, nah, you know what, things are all right. You don't look cool now.
No, I'm actually kind of glad.
Oh, really?
Do you want us to open the door? That's it, I'll get to my master now.
What was that?
Yes, it's me. It's John here. Listen, we're about to go and find out the next teacher who's going to be leaving us right now. We've got some of our teachers through here. Oh, you've already heard there's been an eviction. So you know it's a double eviction. We are looking for Mr. Kerry.
Oh no!
Mr. Kerry, thank you so much. Alright, no problem. Listen, I'll let you get back to it and we'll take you down here, Mr. Kerry. We'll have a wee chat with you. Actually, listen, so I just saw what you were doing in there. You had like some device and you were holding it up to a painting.
Yeah.
Talk us through what you were doing in there.
Just holding the device up, and it was the only painting in the whole area that like made that noise.
Can you remember who it was, the painting?
It was Mrs. Reed. No, Mrs. McDonald.
That's what I thought. So this
Yeah.
is a bit of a scandal we've uncovered, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't Mrs. Reed who was the wife of the man that lives here. It was
Yeah.
somebody else.
It was a different woman. It was a woman that lived across the road. Right. He apparently had an affair with.
Ah, okay.
So it was the only painting in the whole place that did the noise. And when we asked it questions, the noise like changed.
Right, okay. So you've been here. Thank you so much. You're
Right.
from
Northfield
Academy. Thank you so much for your support. Northfield, thank you for your support tonight as well. It's time for you to leave, but just give us, out of 10, how freaked out were you tonight?
In some of the rooms like a 9 or a 10.
Right.
It's pretty bad. There was knocking down in the grant room that was like not made by anybody.
Right, okay. Listen, thank you so much for
No
your
problem.
support. Just behind me, actually one of our groups of teachers have got, I don't know, some sort of ghost device and it's going mental. I think George's mistress. I don't know, we'll find out. Anyway, we're about to go into the silver room to tell Miss Cleary that she's the next teacher to leave, so. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That was definitely me, and we're looking for Miss Cleary.
That is
If you could leave the silver room.
Oh, no, keep it.
me. Okay.
I'm just going to close the door again. Teachers. Sorry, was that scary?
Yeah, we were going through. We're having a moment
Oh, right.
in there with the pendulum.
Oh, bad
So,
timing
yeah.
for me. Story of my life.
That's all right. It was all to do with me, so I've been taken out of the room. So maybe they might have a whole different experience.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Miss Cleary, you are the next teacher to leave the process tonight. Apart from my scary knock on the door, how was it?
It's been very strange, actually. We've had quite. When you came into the room earlier on, I got completely nauseous.
Really?
My head was flying around, and
No way.
one of the girls actually had to come and take the spirit away from me.
You kidding?
No, I'm being very, very serious. We had to allow the spirit to actually, I had to give it permission to come to me, and when it did, it was quite the girl, she had to come and save me.
This is freaking me out.
No, she had to come and gather my shoulders and tell the spirit to go away from me.
Right, okay. Hey guys, John here, right behind you. You can see the teachers if you spin right.
They've tried every which way technically, so
We're about to surprise them.
Probably seen that I'm going about, Dustin's going about as well.
Good evening, teachers. Your attention, please. John here. It's double eviction time! Okay, so can we have Miss Callan and Miss Elliott?
Your teachers!
If we go to the Sir Jack Hayward room now, I warn you, when you walk through here, it's going to get cold. And they say that's a sign of ghosts.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy.
Alright, we're going to start with Miss Callan. Miss Callan,
Hi.
You're right.
I'm okay. I'm a bit freaked. I'm kind of glad it's over.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I saw you earlier in the process and you looked pretty scared.
I think I came into this thinking, oh, ghosts aren't real, and then when there was tapping and banging, and then one stage we heard footsteps, but the scariest part was the portrait, like when you put the meter on it and it started to like go really fast and really slow and we answered questions. I didn't like that. It was.
Who was the portrait, by the way? So
It was of Mrs. McDonald, so it was of George, who lived here. It was his alleged mistress. She lived across the road. So apparently they had an affair, but her picture is like prominent when you come down the stairs, and then his wife's picture is like way to the left and it's just her back, so he doesn't really pay her any attention.
Oh, right.
So that was interesting.
The scandal. So
tea.
out of 10, you came in here, you weren't really into the ghost thing. Are you a believer now?
More of a believer than I was, but I'm still quite unsure. I wish that I could have stayed to the end because they're going to go up the turret.
Oh, right.
And that's apparently the last time there was ghost hunters in here, they heard a scream.
Oh, right.
So I'm really jealous of Miss Taylor getting to go up there, so I'm dying to hear what she's going to tell me when she comes down.
Okay, so Miss Taylor is still in the process. Now come on in then, Miss Elliott, that's right, isn't it? And
Yes.
you're from which school?
Northfield.
Northfield, another Northfield. Thank you very much for your support. How was it? You're smiling here.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, this is cool.
Yeah, I've always kind of believed in this kind of thing, so
Really?
it's not the first kind of ghost hunt I've been on, but I would say it was kind of the most kind of activity led.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you there with the photo, the picture on the wall there that was...
No, I was with the other group, so that we were the group that's seen all the lights and things, and the most kind of scariest room was the mess hall. Now we were a group of girls, and we thought that, you know, because it was kind of a gentleman kind of area, and that's where the other Northfield teacher, Elaine, started to really, really ill.
We heard from her earlier, yeah, she like was overtaken by a spirit or something?
Yeah, it was really strange, and you just felt so intimidated in there. We were going to go back in there and do pendulum work as well, because we also picked up the name George, so I'm really upset that I got to leave. But you know, I'd come back there and maybe go in there, but...
Another time, maybe. Listen,
Yeah,
thank
maybe.
you so much for all your
That's
support,
okay, thank you.
and thank you to everyone at home watching as well. Hi, John here. Welcome back. Well, we've got to the end of the night almost, the big important bit. We're about to find out, well, who our winning teacher is and who's going to be going into the spookiest part of the building to spend 15 minutes alone with the paranormal team, and who's going to be leaving us right now. And all right, you're going to be leaving us right now, but you've raised an incredible amount of money for a runner-up teacher tonight. So, Mrs. McNeil from Lochside Academy. Thank you so much. Just going to have a quick chat with you before we send you off to your spooky place. What was your scariest bit?
I think probably in the downstairs room where George used to have his painting room.
Really?
So I think we had a few scary experiences in there.
Wow.
Knocking, just responses to knockings and stuff like that. But yeah,
Okay,
it was pretty spooky.
Out of 10 then, how scared, how spooky?
That room probably 9 out of 10.
And right now, if you were about to go up to the tower,
Yep.
how would you be feeling?
I would be really scared.
Okay, well, I think that's how Miss Taylor's feeling. Thank you very much, Miss Taylor. You're going to the tower. Are you ready?
No.
No, right, okay, fair enough. Out of 10, how scared are you right now? Oh, God, you just...
I don't
right.
want to go.
Really? I'll tell you what, I'll come with you. How about that?
Are you going to come with me?
I don't know if I'm allowed. Am I allowed? Where's... Yeah? Okay, right. Everyone's looking at me like, okay, let's go.
I'm going to use you as a human shield. Yay!
Yay!
George, we'd like to know if you're still in here. Could you please knock if you are here?
Can you do that again? Come on, friend.
That's what it's called, Kevin. I was looking down to you. I thought it was like your mobile phone or something.
I hope you got your money's worth.
Okay, it's 20 to 1 in the morning. We're in what I think must be the coldest room yet, and cold means ghosts. That's what I heard anyway. And we have our winning teacher. I'm a teacher, get me out of here. You get to scream that. Well, actually, we were just together in the scariest room, right?
Yes.
I offered to go in with you because it was the most haunted place. But I didn't see any ghosts. What happened?
No. What happened is that someone thought it'd be hilarious to play some screaming sounds over the tannoy. But to be fair, we were just getting somewhere. We were just getting, I had just called out, and then George did knock, and then there was a almighty scream, and I do believe I ran into your arms. I do apologise. It was a reflex.
I got to fright myself, to be honest. So I should say this is Miss Taylor from Dice Academy, our winner, our teacher of the year, and we have Fiona McInnes here from Me Too with the silverware and also a special prize for you. I'll let you explain that.
Ms. Taylor, you have done so well tonight, and it is now nearly 1:45 in the morning, so you realise that you haven't had any sleep. So courtesy of the Arden House Hotel, you get to have dinner, bed and breakfast for 2 people at Arden House. And a fantastic trophy to have on your desk as well, which is inscribed that you are the winner. I'm a teacher getting out of here for Aberdeen City in 2019.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Congratulations.
I don't have much to say because I am actually exhausted, except I was kind of skeptical when I came in here, but I have seen some things tonight that kind of have made me think that maybe this building is haunted. So thank you so much to everybody who put in money, even if it was to see me scared rather than thinking about the charity, it still all does the same thing. So thank you very much. I'm going to my bed. Good night.
Well done.
This is going in our school trophy cabinet. That's why I'm putting this.